Welcome back to another episode of the Youth Academy Career Mode here on FC25, where today we are sitting 5th in the league. We are in a playoff spot at the moment. We do have a matchup here against first place AFC Wimbledon coming up to start the day off. We'll go ahead and play that. We have a last scout report for these three nations that we're currently at. We have another youth tournament that I probably won't get to today. We have Woodward, our striker, and Poole going on loan. We have actually $4 million to spend if we were to want to spend it on any regens or pre-gens or any youth players, anything. I'm gonna go shopping. I don't know if I'm gonna buy anybody, but first off, let's go ahead and look in our youth academy. So kicking things off in España, we are not going to really have anyone maybe besides Gonzalo Miranda here, 16-year-old, 67 striker, right mid, 1.4 million. He will be welcome to the club in a second. And we're going to say welcome to the club, Mr. Denzel Balzan. He will join the first team promoted to the senior team. Welcome to the club. And that will leave room for Gonzalo Miranda to come into the club now, into the youth academy. And we'll see what he can do in a couple of moments. And we get nobody from Brazil or Germany. So let's go and send out 3 more scouts for 3 more months and see what we can get. We are going to Gibraltar for 3 months to look for attacking options, right wing striker and left wing. We are going to Guyana to look for more defensive options at right back, center back, and left back. And then we are going to Egypt to look for the next Mohamed Salah at right wing. See if we can pick up the next Mohamed Salah from the Egypt nation. And hopefully get a decent right winger, decent attackers, decent players from all those youth tournaments. Let's go and take a look here at the new guy we just brought in, who I might instantly loan out. If he's not better, he is better than Norris instantly. But maybe I still loan him out instead of playing with him. But welcome to the club, Balzan. I gotta get you added to my spreadsheet. Now, while we are training and developing some of our younger strikers in the youth academy, I do need a striker to actually kind of replace Woodward as he goes out on loan. So we are going to go ahead and try and loan in a striker here as well from Ajax. We're going to try and get him into Wakefield here down in League 2. I don't know if he'll constantly starting Mr. Jackson Lawson. You can see at 19 years old, 67 overall. I don't know if he will be starting, but if he is, then maybe we can look to buy him at the end of the season if we have the money still. But we are obviously trying to bring him into the club. Only pay around 50% of his wages, which is $34.50. Welcome to the club, Jackson Lawson, if you say yes, obviously. And so, this is a starting 11 to take on AFC Wimbledon here. We have Neil Carlson loaned. It's the same exact starting 11 as normal, obviously. We are actually, no it's not, because we have Bazan starting at right back now. He gets the instant start. Let's get into it. We still don't have the striker. He didn't really accept the loan quite yet. But it is for right now what it is. So maybe that's on me for loaning out a striker when I probably shouldn't have, in all honesty. Because I don't have 3 strikers. I need 3 strikers with a 2-striker formation. And yeah, so we're paying the price there on the bench possibly later. And here's Rossi in behind early. Can we get an early start here against the league leaders? Yes, we can. It's Neil on the rebound. It's Wakefield leading up first. It's 1-0, and he's got the blue eyebrows. Stevens is in behind, and he switches in our defense and ties the score up. It's 1-1. Ball's on. Lewis Skelly. Out wide for Rossi. Rossi now over the top for Loon. Maybe no. It might fall for Acosta. Acosta down to Lewis Skelly. Carlson crossed in. Is blocked. It might go out for a corner. No, he'll stick it in bounds. Put the pressure on. Rossi. Mamba now down the left-hand side. Mamba down the left-hand side, crossed in, won't find anybody. It might fall for Carlson. It will, but he'll lose after the second bounce. So fall for Acosta instead. He'll find Lewis Skelly. And Miles Lewis Skelly blocked. Neil. Oh, why'd that not just fall to Loon? Maycock. In for Stevens, who scored the first. He'll score the second. He'll give Wimbledon the lead. And what was a great start for us here at Wakefield at home is turning into what I expected to happen. Another L. Bugle. Stevens for a hat trick, and Stevens will get his hat trick. And Wimbledon turned this game completely on its head. It's 3-1 for Wimbledon for the league leaders. With the Football Manager sponsorship war child there on their chest. It's quite funny, actually. Mamba in towards Rossi, and Rossi just has a one-on-one with the keeper. This will just be a consolation goal at the end, and a consolation goal it shall be. There's a half outside chance that we get the ball back quickly off a kickoff and able to find the back of the net. But at the moment, it's looking like just a consolation goal. It's looking like a 3-2 loss. They are too deep into our half for us to win this ball back and then drive up the field. And that will be game over. We lose 3-2 to Wimbledon. Still have work left to do if we want to somehow fight for our MAC promotion spot. And maybe some transfer business will help that. Jackson Lawson, welcome to the club. Loaned in for the next 6 months. Welcome to the club. We are going to go ahead and jump into a sim here against Bado AFC here to try and pick up another 3 points and get back to winning ways.
And so the match is underway.
And Carlson opens up the score in the 29th minute, 1-0 to Wakefield. We win 1-0, another 1-0 result on a simulation. And this is actually Nicolas Corona leaving the club. We're finally getting rid of him. We finally sold the man. It's taken us so long, but goodbye to Nicolas Corona. Lund, Carlson, Neal, all prepping here for MK Dons. We just played Wimbledon AFC. Now we're playing the Wimbledon Steelers, MK Don, the former Wimbledon team. This is our starting 11. It's a little bit glitched with the kit clash. Well, not with the kit clash, just with the kit design of the Creative Club. Let's get into it. It's 5th place Wakefield at home versus 7th place MK Dons. Lazan getting a better start here. Decent start. Giving the ball away and then not winning the header back. And he's getting hurt as well. So that's interesting. Balsan might not be having the debut episode that he might have dreamt of sitting at Youth Academy for so long. He's still not up, by the way. He's still not up, which means this side is wide open. And we might pay the price for that. Graham with the save. Is Bazan going to get up? It's looking like a shoulder injury at the moment. He's still there to intercept it, though. He will eventually lose it back, though. Didn't have enough time to really clear it. Mamba will come across and help out his fullback and now push the ball up the field for Bardos, who starts instead of Rossi. Bardos now. Hendry in for Castro, and Castro will find the back of the net and find the opener for MK Dons. It's 1-0. Castro, save, rebound, and of course, MK Dons double the lead. Right before the break, it's 2-0. Burns, Hendry. Oh, Graham's got to be making a save. It's 3-0 right at the start of the second half. And what I thought was going to be a relatively fun game, a relatively winning game, it's turning into a nightmare. It's 4-0. I mean, there was literally nothing to commentate at all for the rest of this game. It's 4-0 now. They score a goal right at the end there. There's not much else to really say, to be honest, as I'm yawning, because that's how boring the rest of this game was since they scored the third to now, to be honest. You can see there the stands are empty, and they're empty for a reason. I would have loved to. Thank God that game is over. A 4-0 loss here against MK Dons. And thankfully, Bazan's injury is not too bad, only a 5-day injury. Simulation through here against Crawley Town. Crawley Town open this going up in 74th a minute, 1-0. Loon, the 1-0 curse line is broken, 1-1. We equalize with less than less than minutes to go, and we might equalize with less than a minute left to go. Now go up the field and score here. And we don't get the score there. In fact, it's actually just going to end up being a 1-1 draw, which is fair enough, but maybe not when you consider we have 10 shots and 3 chances. They only had 4 shots. They have 0 chances, so I don't know what the chances are. I guess I really don't know what it is, to be honest. But a 1-1 draw there against Crawley Town is not the worst thing, but it's not the best thing. Quick sim against Newport County, a 2-2 draw. Carlson in between the sandwich of the Newport County goals there. So back-to-back draws. And then Accrington Stanley against Wakefield. We are going to quick sim, and we do win this one. Carlson and Lewis Skelly on the score sheet. I'm going to focus more on Lewis Skelly getting assists too, by the way, because he's at currently 5 assists, and now he's at 4 goals. So maybe we do goals, but I think assists might be better for him. I do have him on playmaker in that middle 2 role, so we'll see if we can get some assists fitting our strikers there. You can see they will actually get a role update here to be coming into a playmaker. We're going to try and make him a playmaker plus in the next 2 weeks or so there. Try and get his just stats up the ground. That way we can keep hold on to him come the 3rd season, and then we'll set another challenge from there. If we're in League One. If we're not in League One, then Lewis Skelly might go anyway. We have a player injured and then a player returning back from injury, so Bazan is back from injury. That's going to be it for this episode. When we come back, we are going to have the Youth Academy report. We're going to have a youth tournament, which we are going to play, and then we are going to also go ahead and have some of these guys, probably a couple of these guys, be finally promoted into the first team just to have squad depth and open up the floodgates. And maybe not. We might hold off on bringing in somebody. We might hold off on bringing in these guys to the end of the season. That way they don't really deteriorate, because I won't be able to loan them out. So then bring them in at the end of the season, loan them out at the start of the 3rd season, and bada bing, bada boom. What I might do off camera here is bring in Ezra Carr and try and instantly loan him out as well within these last 10 hours. If I don't, then it'll be what it be, and we'll just have another center back. So that'll be my job for off camera. But for now, leave a like, subscribe, and peace out.